Amber, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing good, Amber. So, how was your day so far?
Good, good. I'm starting not too long ago with interviews, so but I like it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, Amber, your ninth studio album Eclipse is to be out tomorrow. So, would you like to tell me a bit on the songwriting process and the production that goes behind this new album?
Yeah, so for this one, the process was really kind of easygoing and really smooth. We kind of knew quite instinctively what to do
Mhm.
and how to work together and how to make the ideas really put together and make sense as a whole picture. So yeah, it was more of an instinctive process, and it was really really easy going. So it's a good feeling, when it's not when you don't struggle to put songs together. So I think maybe people could maybe hear that on the album when listening the whole picture and think, okay, this makes sense. It's quite it's more focused than the one that's still awaiting, a little bit more on point songwriting wise. So
Yeah,
yeah.
fantastic, fantastic. And does Eclipse has some kind of a storyline or a concept behind it?
Yeah, of course. This is because the album is full of important statements, political statements, societal statements, and it's quite pessimistic in a way because I mean the world we live in right now is quite sad. So it's unfortunately addressing those topics, but with a little bit of a message of strength, saying we are strong and we can fight this, and we don't have to fall for those extreme negative ideologies. And the eclipse, of course, it's the darkness which comes in front of the light, but in the end it also goes away. So I think it is a simple image. It can be maybe cliche, but somehow we felt it. Marco really felt it. He had that idea, and I said this should be the title of the album because it says a little bit about all the songs and what they are about.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful piece of message,
Thank
Amber.
you.
And speaking on the artwork and the fascinating work behind it, was there any particular theme or idea that goes behind your thoughts when you came up with that artwork?
Yeah, absolutely. This is I like to talk about this because it's kind of a funny story in a way. So we a long time ago, right? We came across the poster of the movie poster of the Hunger Games. It
Mhm.
was not one of the main posters, but it was some artwork created for something. I don't really know what it was, and thinking, wow, we really loved the aesthetic of it, the colors. It was gold, and we thought, what if for our album we go a little bit more into that direction with because there was that two entities, the good side and the bad side, to say plainly. And of course, when we knew that the topics of the album would be like this, it was kind of making sense. It's an idea we already wanted before that album, but that we could not really find a good way to put it together. So we finally did it now, so I'm happy that it could finally happen. And we got the person,
Mm.
Mary Cox, that did the Hunger Game poster, and she did the artwork for us. So it was perfect because she really understood exactly what we wanted. We did not have to struggle to fight our way in. And then we, of course, told her the different elements we wanted on both sides. Science, very important on the positive side, and greediness and different negative images on the other side. And yeah, she made the first trial and it was already perfect. We were like, that is exactly what
Mm.
we wanted. So perfect.
Beautiful, beautiful, Amber. And Amber, I had the pleasure to listen to the album in its entirety, and I have to say, 11 amazing songs.
Oh, thank you.
Opening with Sai Sigi, the instrumental intro, entering into Eclipse, and this album just flows, and ending with Lore. Beautifully done album from start
Oh,
to
thank
the
you.
end. Fantastic work, and your vocals are
Thank you.
Amazing. And each guys in the band has done a tremendous job in this album, and it came out amazingly beautiful. I loved it,
Thank you so much.
and thank you. And I know a lot of people, when it's out tomorrow, gonna love this album. And as a creator of the music, how do you guys feel about the outcome of Eclipse?
Um, yeah, I have to say, I can say it now that I am really proud of this album because it just feels right from the beginning to the end. And of course, I made progress as a singer since the first album, which I recorded in 2022 or something. So, of course, I worked on myself the whole time, and the experience of being on stage a lot really helped me develop, not only as a singer, but performer, and getting in touch with my emotions and the expression, which was always a goal of mine to really become better at this. As really, you listen to it and you feel something. For me, this is the the most important thing when I record vocals is not really the technique. I don't really think about this, but it's like I have to have expression in the voice, and I think I finally managed to get to a level where I'm satisfied when I hear it because I can feel something. And so I can say that I am proud of this album, and it's such a great feeling to have and not listen and be like, oh, what if we could have done this better? Or no, I think we did really exactly what we wanted to do.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And speaking on the official music videos that has come out so far, starting with the Shannon's Home and then Colors, and yesterday you put out the title track Eclipse. So all beautifully done videos, and I really
Yeah.
love cinematography and the work behind the scenes. Great work from you guys. And being on the creative part, would you like to tell me how do you guys come up with the music videos? And some great stuff would have happened behind the scene. And if you would like to share those things, it'll be awesome.
Of course. So this time we worked with Mirko, which he's in the metal scene. Also, I think he will. He's already really big now, like working with all the bands. But I think he will go even further because he's so talented. And for once, I did not have to really put my mind into it and my effort and my thoughts because I could trust him to make it right and do something that will fit the song and will be visually very good. I wanted a little bit of a modern touch. The videos we did for the album before, some are beautiful, some are a little less maybe good, but I mean, you can't hit the spot every single time when you release like 6, 7 videos, in the last like 4 years. But this time, yeah, we decided to work with Mirko, and it was the best thing we could ever done because he's such a creative person, and also he has people around that makes really visually have some really clever ideas. So last time I was really trying to put the videos together and have ideas, and it was really exhausting me. And I wish that someone would have taken the burden of me. I like to decide a little bit where it's gonna go, but I would have preferred someone who can really do their job on their own and not me having to come up with every single idea. So this time I was sitting back, and we put some ideas out there, what the songs are about and what we would like to have. We had some little ideas with what if. I mean, the song is called Eclipse. What if we had an eclipse in there and things like this? But yeah, it was really relaxing, and I love the result of all of them and the fact that they're all different. This is something I love. I always love diversity in every sense of the word.
Beautiful, beautiful. And are there plans to come up with some more music videos from this album?
That's a good question. We are contemplating the idea because, for me, quite more of the songs of the album could be potential singles.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a shame to not being able to release more. But I mean, I don't want to spoil the whole album because I do love the process of listening to an album and not having all the singles out. But afterwards, I think we might do it just because they kind of deserve it. And I would be excited to see what kind of video after all 4 we just did, where it could go and how maybe something very different, something a little bit outside of what you expect for a metal band. I don't really know, but I think we might do it. I think we might do at least one for maybe the next year when when we announce a tour or something to kind of sparkle some interest or something.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. And tomorrow being the big day, do you guys have some big plans for the release?
The interesting thing is that we will be together because we have a festival on Saturday, the Mera Luna in Germany, and we will meet tomorrow already. So that's funny because I mean that never happened before that we were together on a release day. So it's kind of happened in a very good way. So yeah, we'll go to a nice restaurant and celebrate. We will do a little rehearsal to check that the new songs are working in the system before, because we will play mostly the new songs at the Mera Luna because it's kind of the album release show. So we will check on that and then go celebrate and have some nice food.
Amazing, amazing. And speaking on the touring, are there some big plans coming up for the rest of the year or early next year?
Yeah, so we have the European tour now, but that doesn't concern the people in the US. But we are definitely working on coming to the US, and it will happen next year. Of course, we always come back. So far, we did it almost every year, and it's my favorite place to tour. I absolutely love touring in the US, so this is a non-negotiable.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And speaking of Xandria, I've been following since the start of the band, and
Oh.
although the band started back in 1994 and regrouped in 1999, and you joined in 2022, I believe. So it's a huge history. And after you joined, how do you feel about the road that you traveled with Xandria?
Um, yeah, I think now the sound that we have is kind of fitting with the times a little bit more, you know, because I have a feeling that, for example, classical vocals, operatic vocals, if you have this mainly as your sound,
Yeah.
it's not very modern. Not that we necessarily want to do what's modern, but I think it's not exactly the time anymore for this. So I'm glad that we have a little bit more of a fresh sound. I would not like to sing only operatic. Marco would absolutely not like that because now he can finally explore everything that he has in himself, the influences. So we can go. It's total freedom right now when you have the possibility to add different kind of vocals. So I like that now. This is the. I know some people are missing it, but it's gonna be like this. Then you know, go listen to a band who does this. But actually, if you really look at the scene, there are not that many bands who are doing
Yeah.
only operatic vocals anymore. This is just, I think we all feel it, that it's not so much the thing of today. But we do like some flavors. And yeah, we always, you know, go back to the essence of Xandria with this type of music that, yeah, the biggest classic, Nightfall, like Eclipse is very much the new Nightfall kind of thing. You know, that's what at least it gave us the feeling of, and a little bit more, okay, this is the essence of Xandria that everyone knows, and we love it too. That's one of my favorite songs on the album. So we like to, you know, take a little bit from the past and also take from the future.
Absolutely. That is the thing. And since you joined, I know there have been a lot of amazing moments over this the last 6 years timeline, but are there something special that comes to your mind that you want to share with me today?
Um, Yeah, we had so many great opportunities. Last Sunday we played on national German TV on a big show, which was really unexpected. So that was amazing. Of course, the whole experience, everyone was really nice. Normally, you know, we were not so much this kind of people thinking, okay, TV would be something good for us, because we are very much about authenticity. And sometimes, you know, the image that you get that, those musicians that go on TV, you have to be a certain way. Not everything is real. But actually, it was a very nice experience. So I'm glad to be able to change my mind about it a little bit and be a little bit more open about these things. And yeah, also we had a few years ago, we went to South Korea, which was maybe my favorite festival show ever and my favorite trip. Also, I love South Korea. I love everything about it. I'm a huge foodie of the food there. So that was that was definitely one of my favorite moments in the whole history of me being in the band.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thanks so much for sharing. And did you guys do something special for the fans, some kind of merchandise that is very special to Eclipse?
Yeah, we definitely prepared some special things. Of course, the cover album, the cover shirt, but
Mm.
also other merch was going to be really nice. And yeah, we will bring all of this on tour and when we are in the US also, of course.
Amazing, amazing. And Amber, finally, any message that you have for the fans around the world?
Yeah, thank you for always supporting us. I really love the fans in the US because they are just, I don't know, there's something about it. Their enthusiasm, their support, and their open mindedness. It's something that I don't find so much in the rest of the world. So I always love to talk with the fans there, and I cannot wait to see you next year. I cannot say when because also I don't know when, but it's coming.
Forward to it. Looking forward to it, Amber. And Amber, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this wonderful
Of
opportunity
course.
to have you on the show. A real pleasure to meet you. And thank you and the entire band for putting up Eclipse, like I said earlier. A fantastic album. Totally loving this new album from you guys. And tomorrow's the big day. I know a lot of fans is going to fall in love with this new album. So I wish you all the best. And we are really hoping to see you guys on the road real soon.
Thank you so much and nice to meet you.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you. Take care of yourself and have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.